back to a wonderful, faithful Friday with Jess. Thanks for checking out this channel and clicking on this video. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing the second blessing that we receive when we are in the presence of God. And that blessing is God's provision. God is our provider, and as a provider, we call him our Jehovah Jireh, the God who provides. As I discussed in the intro video, God tells us not to worry. He says this in Matthew chapter 6, not to worry because he's already provided for the earth. He's provided for the sparrows. He's provided for everything else. Why would he not provide so much more for us? God already knows what you need. He says not to worry. He says don't be anxious for anything, but in everything with prayer and supplication, allow and give your requests over to God. As you tell God what you need, which he already knows, he will provide it to you. He knows how much of it you need. He knows exactly when to give it to you, and he knows what to give to you more than what you think you may need in that moment. Financially, spiritually, emotionally, anything that you can desire, anything that you say that you need, he will give it to you. There's this song that I have saved on my Spotify list way some months ago, and it's called I'll Give Thanks. And it's by House Fire and Purple Capel, and I will link the video here so that you can watch and listen to it. But one of the verses, it says, I'll give thanks to God because he knows what I need. Why do I worry? Because he already knows what you need. We don't need to worry. He provides for us everything that we need. He provides all these clothes that we have. He provides the water that we drink. He provides food. He provides sunshine. He provides the rain to flourish the trees, to give us the oxygen from the trees. He gives us shelter. He provides so much for us. Even the things that we continually long for, he continues to provide. We wake up and we need to be thankful. I'll give thanks. That is the main purpose of that song, is to give thanks because God is going to give to you even when you don't ask for it, even when you don't even know exactly what it is that you want or that you need. He will give it to you. There is another song that I saved today before recording that was suggested to me on my YouTube homepage, and it's called Jireh by Elevation Church in Maverick City. I love Maverick City, but I'll also link a video to that song here, and you can go ahead and listen to it. But one of the verses in the song is kind of reiterating what he says in Matthew 6. If he dresses the lilies with beauty and splendor, how much more will he clothe you? If he watches over the sparrow, how much more will he love you? Because God's love for us is so grand, he will provide for us. He will clothe us. He will give us the things that we need. Remain in his presence, and all these things will be granted. Sometimes we do have to ask for what we need because we're unsure on how to navigate in a certain situation, which is why we should ask for wisdom. God will provide wisdom. Wisdom is giving you direction to navigate through a specific situation. He will give you discernment so that you will know which way to go. If you read the book of Proverbs, it's full of reasons on why we need wisdom and what benefit it has over our life. It puts you on a path towards God. It puts you on a path towards righteousness. It puts you on a path where you do not make foolish decisions. Go ahead and read the book for yourself. I am still working my way through it, but in reading it right now is so enlightening on how wisdom will guide you and will not allow you to fall into the trap of sin. But along with that, God tells us in James 1:5, he says, now, if any of you lacks wisdom, he should ask of God, who gives to all generously without criticizing, and it will be given to him. But if you continue to read verses 6-8, it does tell us that, but let him ask in faith without doubting, for the doubter is like a surging sea being driven and tossed by the winds. That man should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. An indecisive man is unstable in all of his ways. We can ask for what we want. We can ask for what we need, but definitely don't doubt. God is your provider. He's already told you not to worry because he'll give you the things that you need. Do not doubt when you ask for them. Do not doubt the fact that God's promises are real. Do not doubt that God is going to give you what you want and what you need. Now, there is a biblical example on who God provided for, and that person is Abraham. Abram and Sarai, before their name was changed, was promised to have a son. But unfortunately, they got to the point where they thought in their mind they were too old to have children. You can read the rest of that story here. But later on, God did provide a son named Isaac, the one and only son promised by God. And in Genesis 22, God actually asked Abraham to sacrifice his one and only son, to kill him on the altar and make that sacrifice to God. Abraham, as it was written, did not show hesitation. He followed God. He took his son up to the mountain, tied him up, laid him on the altar, and was about to kill him. And as soon as he took out the knife to kill his son, the angel stopped him immediately and said, "Because of your faith, I know that you fear the Lord." And with that, Abraham looked to the side and saw a ram stuck in the bushes, stuck in a thicket. And in Genesis 22:14, Abraham named that place Yahweh Jireh, which means the Lord will provide. God will provide. God is always on time. Show your faithfulness to him. Do not doubt. Give up of what God has already given to you because it's already his. Abraham was going to give up his one and only son, who God has previously promised to him. It's already God's. Give it back to God and he will give you so much more. If you read the rest of that chapter, it said that God truly blessed Abraham because of his faithfulness. God provides in the nick of time. But with that, God provides even when we're no longer here. And we can get that proof from John 14. John 14 tells us, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I am going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you with me, that you also may be where I am." Jesus says that he's going to his Father's house, which has many rooms, to prepare a place for us. When we believe in him, when we are in his presence and we believe in him, God will provide for us even after our lives are over on this earth. He says, "I'm going to prepare a place for you. Come back and take you with me. I will continue to provide for you even when you are no longer living, breathing, walking on this earth. You have eternal life living with me in the house of my Father." So that is all I have for you guys today. God will provide all of your needs, all of your wants. Do not worry, do not doubt, and forever, forever, forever stay faithful to God and remain in his presence, and he will continue to provide for you even after you are no longer here. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure that you like it, subscribe it, and stay tuned for our third blessing that we will receive when we are in the presence of God. Thank you, thank you, thank you again for watching. Bye.